So welcome back everyone, welcome back to Science Study Center and Young's Mind Academy. I am Anjali Malviya, and in today's lecture we are going to talk about another phylum in the animal kingdom, that is the Arthropoda. Now just a quick revision of how we do the classification of the of the animal kingdom, on the what basis we do the classification. So the first one is the level of organization. So we have seen the level of organization like the cellular, organ, tissue and the organ system. In the cellular one, just a single cell will perform all the function, right? So the division of labor will be minimum, as just one cell performs all the function, whereas in the organ system, for each and every different functions we have different cells. That means the labor, division of labor will be maximum in the organ system level. Okay, so then we have seen about the symmetry, asymmetry, that means no symmetry, bilateral symmetry and the radial symmetry. We have seen about the circulatory system. Some have open, some have the closed circulatory system. Then we have also talked about the coelom. What are coeloms? They are the body cavity lined by the mesoderm, right? And then we have talked about the germ layer. Germ layer, that are two, diploblastic, triploblastic. Diploblastic, just two layers, endo and ecto, right? The outermost is the ecto, innermost is the endo, whereas in the triploblastic we have three layers, right? Endo, ecto and in between is the meso. Okay, so we have the three layers, and yes, on this basis we do the classification. Okay, now coming back to the arthropods, they are the most common features that we see all around. Okay, insects, we all see insects in our day-to-day life, so by which I can say ki arthropods are very much familiar to us, right? And that also means they are the largest phylum. Okay, arthropods are the largest phylum. It's very important, so just keep this in mind. These are the largest phylums. That means about the two-third in our environment are the arthropods. They are so much large in numbers. Now children, as I said कि they are large in number, that means why they are large in numbers? Just can you think why they are so much in numbers? Why the other phylum such as the annelids, the earthworms, why they are not in the large number as compared to the arthropod? Just use your brain, okay, think. I'll come to the answers in just a minute, but just think about this interesting question, why they are largest phylum. Okay, so now just talking about their general characteristic, general features. Their level of organization is organ system. Level of organization is the organ system. Now, as I have told you earlier कि as we move forward to the phylums, we'll see कि उनके जो features हैं वो भी advanced होते जा रहे हैं, right? The first phylum that we have studied is the phylum Porifera. If you have not seen the video, just go through the previous videos as well for the good clarity. So yes, the phylum Porifera. तो उनमें क्या था, एक सेल सारे फंक्शन परफॉर्म कर रही थी, तो उनके फीचर्स इतने एडवांस्ड नहीं थे, वो बहुत सिंपल बहुत जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी उनकी. जैसे जैसे हम फाइलम्स में आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे एडवांस्ड फीचर्स आते जाएंगे फाइलम्स के. तो सेलुलर से अब हम कहाँ आ गए बेटा, ऑर्गन सिस्टम पे आ गए, द एडवांस्ड लेवल ऑफ द ऑर्गन, okay, organization. So just keep this also in mind. Then yes, then talking about their symmetry, they have the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. Now children, what is bilateral symmetry? Identical right and left half. Okay, identical right, if you cut it in between, you will get the identical left and the identical right. The most common example is us, humans. Humans are the bilateral symmetry. Okay, yes, so we have talked about the symmetry as well. Now talking about the germ layer. Germ layer, it's the ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक. नाउ ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक क्या हुआ? एक्टो, एंडो, इन बिटवीन, मीजो. नाउ ये ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक है तो दैट मीन्स इनमें सिलोम भी होगा ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि सिलोम क्या है? बॉडी कैविटी लाइंड बाय मीजोडर्म. तो यहाँ तो मीजोडर्म है हमारे पास एक बीच की लेयर, दैट मीन्स कि इनका सिलोम भी होगा. और सिलोम फिर क्या होगा? दे आर सिलोमेट्स. Okay, they are coelomates. So these are the general characteristic, a very common basis of how we differentiate, how we classify the kingdoms, the phylums basically. Okay, now talking about the their main features, advanced features. They have cutaneous exoskeleton. Okay, so they have the cutaneous exoskeleton. So in the previous when I was saying कि they are the largest phylum, so the reason is this only, क्योंकि इनका जो exoskeleton है वो cutaneous है. That means कि वो strong है. Strong है that means कि वो क्या कर पाएंगे? Survive कर पाएंगे easily. वो easily survive कर पाएंगे, इसीलिए वो एक largest phylum है. ये सिर्फ यही reason नहीं है, but ये भी एक reason है. Okay, so this is also very important कि they have the cutaneous exoskeleton. Okay, the arthropods. Yes, so next one is their body consists of head, thorax and the abdomen. As I've said कि इनके फीचर्स भी एडवांस होते जाएंगे, तो इनमें एक प्रॉपर पूरा इनकी बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर है, हेड, थोरैक्स एंड द एब्डोमेन. हेड, okay, then the next feature is they have jointed appendages. Appendages. Okay, so just you can take the screenshot. Now talking about their respiratory organs, this is very important. इनके रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन्स क्या क्या हैं? दे हैव गिल्स. गिल्स you all know, right? Organ of the respiration, the gills. Then they have a book gills. I'll tell you the differentiation between the gills, the book gills, and they have book lungs. इसके जो एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, जस्ट keep that also in mind. I'll tell you. Gills, book lungs. Okay, so ये जो book gills है, it found externally. Okay, book gills found externally. A major difference between the book gills and book lungs. Okay, book gills क्या है? Found externally, whereas book lungs they are just opposite. Book lungs क्या है? They found internally. Okay, yes, so they found book gills क्या है? Found external and book lungs found the internally. Okay, so just keep this also in mind. And book lungs का एक बहुत ही common example है spiders. book lungs का एक example है spiders, scorpios. Okay, so yes, take a screenshot or note it down somewhere. Talking about the circulatory system, we have seen the respiratory system, now the circulatory system. एनालिट्स में हमने देखा था कि वहाँ सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कैसा था? क्लोज्ड टाइप था. दैट मीन्स एक प्रॉपर वेसल्स के थ्रू जो है ब्लड फ्लो कर रहा था. बट यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे है ओपन टाइप ऑफ सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या है? सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कैसा है? ओपन. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओपन मीन्स कि इनमें ब्लड वेसल्स नहीं है प्रॉपर जिससे ब्लड फ्लो कर रहा है, बल्कि जो बॉडी में स्पेसेस हैं उसके थ्रू ब्लड फ्लो कर रहा है. ओके, द सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम आर ऑफ ओपन टाइप. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट फीचर इज द सेंसरी ऑर्गन. सेंसरी ऑर्गन. अब सेंसरी ऑर्गन क्या होते हैं? ह्यूमंस में क्या है? दी आईज. तो चलो इनमें भी, ऑर्थोपोड्स में भी क्या है? आईज. आईज हो गया. बट इनमें कुछ और भी चीजें हैं. इनमें है एंटीना. दे आर देयर सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स. और एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सेंसरी ऑर्गन इनका, दैट इज द स्टेटोसाइट्स. स्टेटोसाइट्स. स्टेटोसाइट्स ये किस लिए हैं? स्टेटोसाइट्स. सो जस्ट कीप दिस ऑल्सो इन माइंड. ये किस लिए हैं? इनके बैलेंस के लिए हैं. स्टेटोसाइट्स आर फॉर द बैलेंस. दे आर द बैलेंसिंग ऑर्गन्स. ओके, so sensory organs, they have 3: eyes, antenna and stetocytes. Okay, and the stetocytes is for the balance. So just keep these key words in your mind. This is what makes each and every phylum different from each other. Okay, yes. Okay, so now talking about the excretion. सब कुछ हो गया. रेस्पिरेशन हो गया, सेंसरी ऑर्गन हो गया, सर्कुलेशन हो गया. अब क्या बचा आपका? एक्सक्रीशन. वी ह्यूमन बीइंग हैव किडनीज, अ पेयर ऑफ किडनीज, एंड दे हैव द नेफ्रॉन्स, जिससे क्या होता है? प्यूरिफिकेशन ऑफ ब्लड. दिस इज व्हाट द प्रोसेस ऑफ एक्सक्रीशन, राइट? द वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट देन एक्सेल आउट फ्रॉम आवर बॉडी. एंड इन दी ऑर्थोपोड्स एक बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट टाइप है. इसको कहेंगे माल्फिगियन ट्यूब्यूल्स. इसको हम ह्यूमन बॉडी, एज अ ह्यूमन वी किडनी ऑल्सो हैव द माल्फिगियन ट्यूब्यूल्स, राइट? ग्लोमेरुलस ब्रोमेंस कैप्सूल, जो हम अभी ह्यूमन एक्सक्रीशन में पढ़ेंगे एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम में इन आर क्लासेस, इन योर नेक्स्ट क्लासेस. तो उसमें क्या है, ब्रोमेंस कैप्सूल और ग्लोमेरुलस मिल के बनाते हैं माल्फिगियन ट्यूब्यूल्स. तो वही जो ह्यूमन में फीचर है वैसा ही फीचर आपके ऑर्थोपोड्स में है. तो यू कैन से कि ये भी काफ़ी एडवांस्ड फीचर है, क्योंकि ये हम ह्यूमंस में हैं तो उनमें भी है एक्सक्रीशन के लिए. ओके, सो यस, नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द फर्टिलाइजेशन. फर्टिलाइजेशन इज इंटरनल. फर्टिलाइजेशन कैसा है इनका, internal है, and they are mostly dioecious. Okay, so they are mostly dioecious. Dioecious means the sexes are separate, one is the male and another one is the female. Okay, so they are mostly dioecious and mostly oviparous. Okay, mostly oviparous. Okay, and one more thing, yes, and one more thing कि डेवलपमेंट जो है वो मे बी डायरेक्ट और मे बी इनडायरेक्ट. दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. कंफ्यूज मत हो जाना सिर्फ डायरेक्ट है कि इनडायरेक्ट है, दोनों हो सकता है. सो डेवलपमेंट डायरेक्ट as well as indirect. Now what is direct and indirect? Direct means, see, yes, ये directly adult बन गया. This is your direct development. Okay, this is your direct development. And अगर यही एक ऑर्गेनिज्म डिफरेंट लार्वल स्टेज से होके गुजरे, डिफरेंट स्टेजेस से होके गुजरे, तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे हम, इनडायरेक्ट. ओके, सो डू नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज कि डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट क्या है. डायरेक्ट का मतलब वो डायरेक्ट एक अडल्ट फॉर्म कर ले, उसका जो ग्रोथ प्रोसेस है वो उससे होके नहीं गुजरे, लार्वल स्टेज. और whereas in the indirect it goes through the various stages. Okay, and then it become the adult. So these are the basic and some important features about the arthropods phylum, arthropods. And yes, in the next class we are going to talk about the next phylum, right? And yeah, till then just take care, stay safe. And yes, if you have any questions regarding the these phylums or anything you want to ask, you just comment down below. Okay, I'll see, and in the next lecture I'll going to discuss about it. Okay, so yes, till then just take care, stay safe, goodbye.